Man, I was wrong on Florida State. Speaking of rivals, that was I was embarrassed for you.
Well, I have a press conference here. I want to see if I can share the screen here.
All right.
This is the game in 100% nutshell. This is a perfect representation of what happened. Right here.
I can't wait for this. Oh God.
I mean, if you listen to this, it's perfect.
What happened was that game, we got our ass kicked. The second half, we just got our ass totally kicked. We couldn't do diddly poo offensively. We couldn't make a first down. We couldn't run the ball. We didn't try to run the ball. We couldn't complete a pass. We sucked. The second half, we sucked. We couldn't stop the run.
There you go.
Every time they got the ball, they went down and got points.
There you go.
We got our ass totally kicked
There you
in the
go.
second half. That's what it
Yeah,
boiled down to.
that's what it boiled down to.
Performance in the second half. Poor I'm totally embarrassed and totally ashamed.
Yep.
Coaching, our coaching did a horrible
There
job.
you go.
The players did a horrible job.
Yep.
We got our ass kicked in that second half.
Oh, yeah.
It sucked. It stunk.
I mean,
Great.
you don't get better than that.
I mean, Jim Moore's got some of the classics, right? Playoffs. We're talking about playoffs.
Yeah, exactly. But that one is perfect for us because it was close at halftime, right? I forget what the score was, but it was pretty close. Now, do I like not deferring when you win the opening? No, I hate that because, we're going to set the tone. Go out. Oh, no, 3 and out, right? Then you're behind the 8 ball with a possession and they get the ball second half. They go down. We go for 4th and 1, all this stuff. First of all, the ball kid, the running back.
Yeah.
I think he's still running around the edge. Like, we never set the edge with our DNs. We never can tackle with our linebackers, and we get no pressure. And when you can't do that, like when the line of scrimmage is 3 yards, through you, you're never going to win.
Mm-hmm.
And they just kept, I think everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to, what they kept doing, and nobody could stop it.
Yeah.
And it's just, we were not physical. They look like grown men. We look like a high school team physically, right? Just physically, we did not look good at all.
Yeah.
Our coaching sucked. Play calling was terrible. We still made mistakes. I mean, when your quarterback is your leading rusher, that's never good.
Unless you're Navy or Army or
yeah. But it's just, I still think it's more about our defense. Our defense is atrocious.
Yeah.
Always. What's that?
It was tough to watch as the casual fan, and I had it on because I knew we were going to talk about it, and like it was just, man, like not necessarily a comedy of errors, but just the effort wasn't there. And you would think at least in a rivalry game, they didn't look like they were fighting for Norvell, who's coming back.
They getting paid, baby.
And I brought it up last week, right? Like, what does this game mean moving into next year? And if I'm a Florida State fan, I'm not optimistic going forward. Like, I'm not. At least Florida's got a new head coach, and we can talk about how not excited that fan base is to have him coming in. But at least there's a change, and there's hope, and there's we'll see. With Norvell, I'm not committing to Florida State if I'm a high school kid. If I'm a transfer portal guy, sure, maybe I'll come in for a year, and I know he's going to be there for a year. And
are you committing your money as a booster? Is a question, because that's the only thing that matters. Do you want to watch 12 more games of that? Honestly, do you know how long 12 games is?
Yeah.
It's a long season, and the thing that sucks is here's what's going to happen. Because I know what they said. Oh, we support him. He's coming back. After that game, they could have said he's not coming back. Mm-hmm. After that performance, our university deserves better. They could have retracted on what they said, because I saw there was a clip that somebody took of Mike Alford on the sideline, the AD. He was on the sideline. He was on the phone with somebody, and he hung up, and he had the look of if somebody just said, "If you don't fire him, I'm not paying anything." Like, that's the look to me, because he looked at the he like kind of looked down and he saw the camera was looking at him. He kind of stared at the camera, and then he kind of looked away like, "Oh shit, that was on camera." And I was like, that's looked like a big ass booster saying, "I'm not sitting through any of this. This is despicable. And if you're going to keep him, I'm not giving any more money."
Yeah, it was a Spanx girl.
It could have been. I'm just saying that it was
change your
probably
program.
him ordering a pizza after the game because he could care less. But my point is, like, that's what it looked like.
Yeah.
Right. And
you know, Uber Eats
yeah,
delivered to the stadium.
Because they could have just said, "Look, our university's not going to," and no one's going to be mad at him retracting on that
100%. Especially when they came out and made the statement, "We're going to evaluate everything at the end of the season."
Yep.
And to not even wait till the end of the season to then say he's coming back, you still had that crack in the door to say, "We've reevaluated. It's now the end of the season, and Norvell's not the guy." Like,
right.
And you saw, like, Kentucky did it. I was kind of saw the rumors over the weekend that maybe they were in discussions. I was really surprised / proud that Kentucky had, the balls to make the decision. Is the Oregon OC going to be better than what Stoops did at Kentucky? I don't know, but I think the sense around the Kentucky program was that Stoops had kind of lost the team. And I think the same thing's true with Norvell at Florida State. To me, watching that Florida State game, nothing screamed to me that those guys love playing Florida State football right now.
And it's not even about that. It's more about the fan base to me, right? It's more about because the players are gone a year out later anyway. Like, it's not like, oh, well, we want these freshmen. Now, we have a couple good freshmen, but like, it's not like the old days where you were building a program and you want to believe. It's like these guys are in and out in a year or two anyway. They're gone. Yeah. Like, you're losing the fan base and the brand. Like, that's bigger than a player.
Sure. And I get that. And at the same time, like, you want your players to battle for your university, for your coach, for whatever. Maybe it's for personal gain. And I didn't see any of that from Florida State on Saturday. It just, I don't know. To me, I guess the window's closed on that, but they had an opportunity after that game. Again, saying they're going to evaluate everything at the end of the season. And you look at that game and you say, there's no way we're moving forward with what we currently have. And
we're in a bad spot, man, because we owe him the money. He's not. I mean, somebody mentioned before, like, why doesn't he renegotiate his contract and say, "Look, pay me $10 million less. We'll put that into the pool to get some players in here," because he should know, like, I'm not good without good players. I'm not a good coach without good players, right? So, like, and then I heard something about they only have like 5 to 7 or 8 million to spend on NIL. What?
Jeez.
You need a quarterback, bro. And a quarterback is going to be 3-4
million. Yeah.
So you're telling me, and then all the offensive line is gone. All of it. So you need 5 new starters.
And you
may have one
coming in.
Yeah. So what is a lineman worth $1 million? Is a left tackle worth $1 million? I assume they are.
I mean, if they're one of the top in the country.
Yeah.
I'm not paying a 3-star left tackle $1 million to come in.
No, but my point is, like, you need a line, right?
Yeah.
We need a defensive line.
Defensive
we need
line
linebackers.
And offensive line.
Like, that's the problem. There's so many holes. And and I know we were talking with TJ that time. He asked me about Gus's offense, and I'm going to rescind what I said. I don't like his offense. Okay. I don't like it.
Yeah.
All right. It's good when you are up and people don't have film on you and things and maybe it's Tommy because he can't read defenses and throw the ball. We'll see. But we need a new quarterback. Go get the Duke guy. Watch the ACC game, the ACC championship game. Go get him. Pay him what he needs to bring him in here, and then let's go from there. Because, brother, we're in a bad spot with money and coaching.
Yeah, I didn't realize. I mean, if that's true about your NIL, yeah, you're in trouble.
But I thought everybody's spending 20, right? So I don't understand how it's 5 to 7. Maybe some of that's already used up.
Is that in addition to the 20, or is that's the
I
number?
assume.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works. They're saying they're going to hire some GM, and I'm like, screw a GM. Let's get a left tackle. Let's get a quarterback. I mean, like, we don't need a GM.
Right.
We need a freaking middle linebacker or guys that aren't going to get blown off the ball by a running back.
You know, the problem is, so the GM thing, the head coach doesn't have time with everything else going on to be worrying about how much we're allocating to this player and this player and this player. You know,
my point is, like, we have a GM now. Like, in Florida's like, oh, we brought in this new GM from the Jaguars. You mean the guy who got fired? Like,
yeah. Well, so it's funny. So I was listening to some talk radio on the way home, and actually Jimbo Fisher was on talking about that exact thing, and he said he would hire somebody with NFL experience because they know how to manage a roster and how much money to allocate to this position,
salary cap type stuff.
Yeah. You know, and I was trying to think, I was like, yeah, well, that's it seems like a simple idea, but it's 100% correct. Like,
we need the money ball guy.
Right? Just hire somebody that already knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
You know, and then I started thinking Alabama. Like, we have Courtney Morgan, and he's doing phenomenal. He's knocking it out of the park. And I don't know if he knows how to allocate money to players. You know, it seems to be working right now. But Oklahoma's got Jim Nagy, and look at what Oklahoma's done all of a sudden. Like, you're bringing in an NFL guy who knows exactly how it works, and he's working the system, to me, it seems like perfectly.
Well, they got a good quarterback. Let's not get crazy, right? They got a good OC and a good quarterback.
It all revolves around the quarterback. But how is Oklahoma winning games right now? They're not winning it because they're scoring 40 points a game.
No, defense.
Yeah, their defense is freaking amazing.
That's because Venables is good at that. Like, that's why I'm like, we have none of that. Like, I don't know.
Well, I don't think you guys have an identity. So that's the other thing. With Oklahoma, you know, Jimbo was saying they may spend more money on a middle linebacker than they do a wide receiver, because that's how important that position is to what they do. And I don't know if you guys have, like, I don't know, like, where would you put your money? You, like, even if, like, you know, maybe you do. I'm not saying you don't. I'm just saying the way he explained it, and they use Oklahoma as the example, like, they know exactly where their priorities are. They know exactly what they're looking for. They know exactly how much money they're going to give these positions, and they go out and find the guys that they want, be it high school or transfer portal. And I think there's a lot to be said for that you bring in somebody with that kind of experience that already knows how to play that game. And, you know, I think you're seeing the results. So
quarterback is number one, O-line, defensive line, then linebackers. That's how we have to spend our money this year, because, again, it's not going to take much in the ACC. Duke is 7-5, and they're in the championship, the ACC championship. It's not going to take much.
Hopefully not moving forward, though.
Hopefully that rule will change, and Miami will be in there and playing UVA. But my point is that, you know, it's not much, and things can change quick. I mean, Indiana's up there, right? Like, they weren't good 2 years ago.
Signetti did it in year one. Like,
that's my point.
It can be done. Now maybe that's an anomaly. I don't know. But the blueprint's there. Like, he proved you can do it immediately. You can turn a really, really bad team into a 2-year in a row playoff contender, and now a national championship contender, like, overnight.
Yeah.
So it can happen, but not with Norvell still being there, I don't think.
Yeah, and it's really crazy, but something's got to be done, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't sit through 12 more games of this. Honestly, I may not renew tickets. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah. Well,
So
I'm
I'm definitely not
gonna
upgrading. I was going to upgrade. I'm definitely not doing.